Episode 318, dude. We're back.
Wow.
Absolutely glorious weekend.
Damn, back in the studio.
That's how we do.
How long has it been?
Oh,
2
since
weeks.
we've been in 2 weeks, yeah. But the question is, we're right back in the studio after recording a live podcast, throwing it up on the Patreon. So
Yeah.
people are happy right now with the amount of content they're getting.
That's good.
Yeah.
It's important. And today we're joined live with a good friend of ours, Nate Marshall.
How's it going? What's
Good.
up, y'all?
What's up, dude?
I'll be interested to see how you conduct yourself throughout this.
Yeah, I don't like that that's your plan is to just analyze me. That's your whole thing. You twist.
No. You came in hot. Right away you came in hot.
But you know what it was? Because I thought y'all were.
He always, dude. Anytime anytime Lemaire's being Mr. Cool, I call Nate.
True.
To make fun of Lemaire. And every time Nate's like, "Are you guys fucking with me?"
No, but
he's crazy.
I legitimately thought y'all were fucking with me. I got here and I called you, and it's like it said on my phone, call forwarded after like 2 rings. So I thought you just saw it and was like, "Fuck you."
So he dickheaded your call.
Yeah,
No, I actually did not.
High chance he did.
I felt the exact same way. I was like, definitely dickheaded my call. Then I called the mayor, and his phone seemed like it was in do not disturb mode. So I was like,
Do you think
they
Lemaire dickheaded you?
That's what I thought was happening. Ooh. I called like 3 times.
All right, so he called. My phone was just on the other side of the couch.
Gotcha.
Didn't see he was calling.
It said call forwarded, like after a couple rings.
Yeah, I think that means it's just going to voicemail. I could be wrong. But
I don't
he immediately went to, this was a prank to get me down here. They're inside watching me laughing I drove to Philadelphia. He thought that was the prank we pulled on. Was just to trick him.
He thought you were getting pumped.
He thought he got pumped.
I did. I really did.
His guard is always up and it's too intense. And then he walks straight in, immediately stands in front of the TV. I'm playing Battlefield. He just walks in and is like, "You suck at this." It was the first thing he said.
I wasn't wrong.
I was smiling when he walked in. He's like, "What are you fucking laughing at? My fucking jeans?" No, what are you talking about? It's like I do with Nate. You just smile at him. He just tells you his insecurity. It's like, what do you think's funny? These fucking jeans I'm wearing? My gay-ass jeans? Is that what you're laughing at? It's like, I'm happy to see it.
What's up with your jeans? What do you got going on?
Nah, they just ripped jeans.
Got you.
It's just shade. I just knew what I was watching.
Every time he wears that, I've seen that hoodie on him before. It makes me laugh because he looks like that bear. He looks like that teddy bear.
This is a handsome bear.
I get it. But his guard was up right away. He just has been talking shit. He talks shit.
That piques your interest, though.
Yeah, it's
you
fun.
Start detecting. That's blood in the water.
I mean, if I'm not wrong, if somebody comes in hot,
yeah,
it's fair game, dude. Normally, I'm like mean to somebody for no reason. But with Nate, it's always...
You're never not...
I'm always nice to you. This is crazy. Lemaire.
I want to disagree, but I don't have solid proof on the top, like right at the top of my head. So I think you might be right. I might be wrong.
I even defended you that time you beat up that special needs.
I was wondering how long that was going to take before you got it.
It's like my favorite story.
What happened?
An open mic, and when Nate started in Lancaster and with Lemaire and me.
Yeah.
And Nate beat up a special needs guy at an open mic once.
I did not beat. He wasn't actually special. I mean, I don't know. He you're giving me that face, but he might not have been. I'm not making this
I
up.
vote yes, he was. You vote might not. Lemaire,
if he was special needs, it was like definitely like bipolar or something like that. Like he wasn't.
Doesn't count.
Yeah.
You think it was just bipolar?
Yeah, he was like schizophrenic. He was real crazy.
Okay.
But that's schizophrenic. That's up there.
He was definitely something more than just bipolar.
I wasn't trying to fight him though.
You were just like an orderly. You just kind of tackled him, held him down.
Yes, exactly. That's actually exactly like your crew of you, Lemaire, and Jabri were like the orderlies in One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest. It was like 3 black dudes that like occasionally tackled one of the retarded guys doing open mics.
Nah, I didn't even. Did I ever tell you why we fought? Have we ever gotten that deep into it?
I think you have, but I forgot. So explain the whole thing because Matt's new to this as well.
Yeah, explain it, yeah.
So I don't know what made him mad at me, but there was one day we came in. You know, I'm actually going and you speak to everybody because you know everybody. So I'm saying what's up to people. I go to shake his hand, and he's got his notebook in his hand. He's like, "I'm looking at my notes." Like when I go to say hi, that's the first thing he says. And we've been cool.
Again.
I know. I'm not making it sound like he's not special needs.
Okay, thank you.
I hear you. So he says that. And
this could be a perfectly normal special needs hello.
Yeah.
You're like, hey, what's up? I'm looking at my notes.
They also kind of bitched you. It's like, dude, what do you want?
That is and that was the energy. That was definitely the energy.
And by the way, the guy with his guard the highest at all times was instantly just like, I'm gonna let this motherfucker's not gonna bitch me like that.
That's not even. No, this was like days before we fought.
And you remembered.
I just was done with him. Like in my mind, I was like, all right, that's how you gonna be. We never need to speak again. And that was it. Because you're making I have no other. He wasn't retarded. Lemaire, help me.
He was not retarded.
You were schizophrenic.
He was not retarded.
All right, you guys only think retarded means has Down syndrome. He did not have Down syndrome.
Gotcha.
I think
But he
might,
was
at the
clearly
most,
retarded.
I think he just had severe depression. I just think that doesn't make it better.
All right.
You can fight a guy. You should fight people with severe depression.
Yeah.
Pull them out of that funk. Just fucking. What are you fucking crying about?
Yeah. Let him like get hit a couple times and be like, all right, pain sucks. I don't want pain. You know how I've been walking around thinking I want to hurt myself?
Yeah.
No,
so
I don't.
So this guy was just like whacked out. He was like
whacked.
he was homeschooled.
He was homeschooled is a good description. If you put together a list of at a central Pennsylvania open mic,
Yeah.
if you listed most mentally unhinged, he would be top 1 or 2 out of 40 to 50.
Yeah,
It
yeah.
depends on what you consider mentally unhinged. There's
Him,
a lot of mentally unhinged
Heath the
people.
Queef.
Well, that was amazing.
Heath
That's still
the
to this
Queef.
day. He's the funniest thing I've ever seen in my
Yeah.
life. You don't know Heath the Queef? That's
No.
never once.
I don't think I've ever talked about Heath the Queef on here.
No, I never heard about him. Every single person around any kind of open mic thing there's always 1 or 2 people where you're like, this person might shoot us all, but I have to fuck with them.
Yeah.
I have to go up
You
and fuck with them.
cannot not.
We had a couple of them that were just completely like they're definitely gonna kill us all.
Heath the Queef. I think, look, I don't want to besmirch him, but I believe he may have been into uppers
Yeah.
pretty intensely.
Yeah.
And I think one night he got stuck under his own trailer and almost froze to death. Or like had frostbite and had to get some like toes removed and shit.
Damn, he almost became a meth sickle.
Yeah, dude. And he would show up. Oh,
Fuck.
dude,
His
I remember
opener
his
was so
act.
good.
I
did
remember
too.
his act.
It was great.
Can you imagine being
Like,
that
it was-
cold and on speed and being like,
Yeah, you probably don't pass out at all. You're probably just like, oh.
the shivers are probably just like, the teeth are just chattering. Damn, dude, I'm glad he survived. I'm glad
He used to wear a giant piece of bread on, but like a 2 boards that he would say bread and be like, hi. Oh yeah, he'd be like, ha. I'm inbred. That would be killer. This is absolute.
And you
killer.
raised your dukes to him?
No, this is the same.
No, Heath the Queef. Queef would have laid you
I
out.
would have never even tried. He was a comedy god at that time.
Queef would have laid you out.
No,
His
he
name's Heath the Queef because he knocks it out the
No,
box.
he blows it out the box. Because every time I perform, I blow it out the box, and then that was his opener.
Yeah, and at this point, crowds knew him. It would be like, oh, yeah,
That's awesome.
man.
That'd be a nice thing to compile all of the crazies from every single like comedy scene and like all around.
Yeah, everybody has a
Have to
Heath the
do a
Queef.
contest.
You could do like a National Geographic special.
Yeah.
On these dudes, like we had a guy who used to go out for a run every single time. He would be like, "What am I on?" We're like, "Never, dude. You're on the dead last." Like, all right, I'm gonna go run a mile, and he would come back just drenched in sweat. And be like, hey guys, yeah, he would come. He would go out for like a mile run and come back, and he'd always wear these track pants where like you could see his dick. There was an imprint of his dick head, and he would stand on stage and be like, "Hey guys, anyway, what the fuck is up with?" And everyone was like, "Fuck!" It was so fucking.
I had
funny.
I remember one time at Champs, this dude was or not. Yeah, it was at Champs. This guy was like talking shit, like he was trying to make fun of me, and I was like, everybody can see your dick right now. He was just like, oh, he was wearing track pants with his dick.
Yeah, this guy, I was hosting the one time.
That was an ether, dude. That was an absolute. It shut him down. He was like, "Jeez, dude, you don't have to be so mean."
Yeah, I brought this guy up one time. I think I was hosting at the Raven, and I was like, I forget his name. I think his name was Rob. So get up for Rob, and his penis protruding from his pants, and dude, he fucking shot me fire out of his eye. I was like, that's definitely worth it. He's gonna kill me.
Yeah, it's like sure, I just wasted your entire night. You came here to try to get better at stand-up. And, I literally wasted it.
But the other thing, too, you couldn't, it was in everybody's face.
Impossible.
It was like a raised stage at Raven, Raven, obviously. You're
So
raised
you're dick
stage,
level.
you're dick's eye level with the crowd. And it's just like, dude, head defined in track pants. And,
Dude,
there
was a comedian in Philly that was a homosexual that would wear very tight pants. Do you remember?
Well, thank you for being polite about it. Thank you for at least being polite.
His penis.
Oh, dude.
Every week I was like, yo, this guy's got it. It literally looked like a Coke can.
It was crazy. No, he was rocking like a soft 6.
And it was like girthy too.
was
And it would
bunched
always
up.
be up there. And also the stand-up sucked. So you'd just be sitting there watching a guy bomb with a huge dick.
As you should.
True.
If you're showing a hog, it's like, don't you dare get up there and just murder with
I
a
know.
hog on display.
Don't
And
you
it's
dare.
like,
That sounds like y'all didn't even give him a chance.
No,
Nah.
he lingered for, I think he's
Boo,
still going.
it was boo.
He was around for like
Yeah.
10 years. Yeah. As soon as we saw the
I
dong,
mean,
though.
yeah,
we were
yeah,
like,
you know, that's the other thing too. Maybe I was just holding out. Maybe he was the funniest comedian ever. But I saw the hog and I was like,
We're
I'm
done.
not laughing
Yeah.
at it.
I'm
I
not giving
will
you
not.
an inch, bro.
But no,
So-
it wasn't that good.
So, well, man, what are some? I remember some other Heath the Queef classics.
Those were the two for me.
There was one. There was an Asian doctor when he delivered the president at the time, and he's like, that's how they got his name. The doctor pulled out the president and said, "Oh, Mrs. Obama, you have a Baraka baby."
That was him?
Yeah. Yeah, I know.
What was he? Who's he writing for Fallon now? What's he doing? Dude, that's like Emmy Award winner Heath the Queef.
Heath the Queef.
Yeah, he was funny, but
I'm stealing that.
terrible at the same time. I don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I don't want to smash him because he's definitely going to listen to this.
Oh,
Somebody's going to tell him about it. He's going to be like, I'm famous.
wait, are people still seeing him? He's close to your hometown.
I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know.
The word is he shows up every now and then.
Yeah, dude.
The Queef still makes
The
an appearance.
Queef occasionally drops in and blesses everybody.
We should assemble a showcase of just like
The wackiest dudes
the
we know.
wackiest dudes from
That would
open
fucking
mics
rule.
and pop them up on. It'd be so fun.
Get them like a big audience.
Yeah. Just let them go out. It'd be
Sell out a club. And be like, actually, I'm not going on.
Ladies and gentlemen, give it up for Roger Snare.
Roger Snare and wife. He's a comedian's assistant.
Dude, his guy would go on. It would be either him or his wife first, and he would go on. He would do George Carlin like rhyming raps, and it was the funniest. So fucking fun. And his wife would go on. Would his
So-
wife go on, or would she just chill?
Did she? Lemaire
Roger and
would,
Linda, they still go on, and now they're fighting a lot now.
no.
Yeah.
Honeymoon's over.
From stage, just coming at each other, or just all after?
On stage, off stage, they're just fighting.
Oh. Yeah, they're like a 60-year-old married couple who come out and just argue at open mics.
Good for them though.
Oh,
It's like if you're that type of couple, you can either be a VFW couple or just like we're gonna get into the open mic scene
Yeah.
locally, get fucking hammered and fight at the.
It fucking
That's a
rules.
good move.
Yeah, it definitely rules.
All right, so there's one of these types. It's literally you would classify him as one of them,
Yeah.
and he
Freak.
said he was looking at his notebook to Nate,
Yeah.
and you held on to that grudge for a week.
I
You
didn't
were like,
hold
all
on.
right.
I just didn't. We just didn't need to. You're making it sound like I'm being an asshole. I just did. Was like, all right,
no,
cool.
you
We
yeah,
just
you
don't
stood
need
your
to
ground.
speak. Yeah, it doesn't sound good. You guys are real good at making this sound bad.
Yeah.
But that was it.
So what set it off? You know, that was the initial thing.
so-
Maybe shoulder bump.
Yeah, so then a different day, I'm coming in, I'm walking in with Andy Malfarina and his wife, and he speaks to both of them, and then blows a kiss at me, like he gave me the. And even then, I'm just like I'm in Lancaster, like I'm here to do 5 minutes and go home, and
Fuck, that's disrespectful, dude.
right, and then, but I'm still just letting it slide, like because. That's like before comedy, I was a different type of person. So I'm like, all right, I'm just let it slide, not get myself in trouble. So then later on that night, I go outside to go go smoke, and he's out there, and I'm just sitting there smoking. It's just like by myself. And he just turns to me and goes, "We should fight," like just like that. It's just me and him out there. He goes, "We should fight," and I think he thought I wasn't gonna like do anything, so then I put everything down and then I put my hands up like, all right, You want to fight? Let's fight. And then he's like, let's go in the alleyway. And they're making him sound retarded, but he had like serial killer energy more than anything. So, no, all right, correct me if I'm wrong.
All right, so out of nowhere, he goes, we should fight. You just walked outside during an open mic to like smoke. If I walked outside to smoke and somebody was like, we should fight, I'd be like, shut the fuck up, and I would leave him alone.
Yeah, but he blew him a kiss.
Yeah,
and he denied him the handshake.
That was
Exactly what I'm saying.
That was third strike.
I get it, but you got tricked by a guy who he tried to suicide by black. That's what he was doing.
You think he was suicided by blacking?
Yes. Yes.
All right, maybe.
So he just
It's like rushing a cop with a gun, just kissing at a black dude.
it really is. If you like pat a black dude's ass, you guys are you're getting the shit beat out of you.
I said about the guy I found trying to get into people's houses at one time.
No.
I had to tell you about this.
No.
There was a guy just trying to walk into he was trying to walk into my neighbor's house. I swear I talked about this. I came out one day and heard my neighbor like, get out, stop. No. So he would just ring your doorbell and he would answer the door and he would just walk into your house. So I'm like, dude, I came out. I'm like, what are you doing? He's like, this guy just came in my house. I'm like, dude, where are you trying to go? And he had like a hospital bracelet. And
I remember.
Yeah, that was a guy who kept saying 19th Street. yeah. But at one point, I tried to like.
All right, so now imagine beating that guy's ass.
That's what I'm saying.
Nate did.
Here's what happened though. He would go up to people and get real close to them, and he would like try to get in people's houses. And like we walked on, like I'm near Fairmount, and it was like the borderline of Francisville. You go to Francisville, and it's mostly black. And he walked up to these younger black dudes and was getting their face like 19th Street, and the guy's like, yo, back the fuck. The dude was about to knock him out, and I was like, dude, no, come on.
No,
he was about to get fucked up, yeah.
Yeah.
He was just getting right up in people's grills and be like 19th Street. I'm like, yo, man, what are you fucking gay? Get the fuck out of here.
That sucks to lose your mind that hard.
Yeah, man.
You're just walking into people's houses.
That was a dude. Well, that was a dude I sent into the post. I was like, yo, there's 19th Street. It's a post office.
Yes.
Now I opened the door.
You gave him to the federal employees.
Yeah, I was like, go ahead. Yeah. I was like, get in there.
Yes.
Because I called the cops. I'm like, you guys got to get this dude. And they're like, well, he's not. Technically, that's the border of the other district, so we'll wait till he gets a little further. And I called the other district, like, yeah, that's not us. And I was like, motherfuckers. I was like, well, what's the next best thing? I was like, postal employees. One of the postal employees just shoots him.
They must have hated that.
Yeah,
Just a guy in
they were
there
very
chatting
happy.
to him. Sir.
I chilled out there for like 2 minutes, sir.
Just to see if they would send him out.
He was in there for a while. He stayed. So at least he made it for 2 minutes. So
Good. If you find somebody, to all the listeners, if you see a deranged man, just point him in the way of any federal employee.
yeah, they'll just throw a USPS uniform on. I'm like, oh, perfect. Here you go. Go deliver. Amazon's killing us.
All right, so Nate, this severely autistic man said to you, "Would you like to fight?" You dropped everything you were doing.
Put my hands up real quick because I didn't think he wanted to fight. Actually,
Yeah.
and he didn't right then. He didn't.
Did you put your hands up? Cool.
No, not at all. I gave him the old.
Ooh,
Yeah.
fighting Irish.
Yeah.
I see you guys online.
Piggy's out.
One person gets dodged.
So I used to make you so mad. I used to say you couldn't beat me. I used to be like, "Shay, shut the fuck up. You can't beat me." And it used to irritate. I remember exactly when it stopped bothering you. It's because somebody said that they had like something about me stepping in the street and get hit by a car, and I was like, "The car will get destroyed." And then you were like, "Oh, he's just a."
He's just that guy. Yeah, he used to continue. Yeah, you always try to fight people. All right, so
yeah, you're out in the alley. You, the queef. What was his fighting stance?
I don't.
He hit you with like the praying mantis.
We didn't even at that point. Didn't get that far. Like I really tried to go back inside. But he kept like doing the jump in front of you thing. Like I was just, like, you might be right, man.
Classic autistic taunt, just a jump in front of you.
So, what happened next? What?
Eventually, I hit him. That was
You punched him in the face?
I hit him first. Yeah.
And what happened to him? He wrestled you to the ground, right?
We started fighting. He didn't wrestle me to the ground. I didn't lose it. I can't. There's no.
I remember
the
cops. The cops pulled him off you, right?
That's not how that happened. It's not how that happened. Is that what you? This is too many people listening to this for you to put out this false information.
All right, true.
He's fake news in you.
True. The cops did come though.
Did they?
Yeah.
He actually was a solid dude. Like he was like kind of fucked up after the fight. So they gave him the They came in to get. I don't remember how they got me because they came in. I think I had like.
Oh, I
blood
pointed
on me
them
or
out.
something. They just standing over me, giving me.
You don't know how they got you? They walked in
And just was like,
and we're like, that guy.
That was it. It was just me. Lemaire was late.
Yeah, it was you, me, and Crick and Andy standing next to each other. Obviously, they're gonna take you out.
And they were going to let him. They was like, if he would have said that he wanted to press charges, they'd have taken me that day. But he was like, nah. Which solid move to do. You couldn't definitely. He could have definitely been a bitch about it.
Damn, dude, that's pretty tight.
Yeah.
Nice.
Fight someone like, nah, I don't want to do that.
Man, this guy was on cloud 9 after that.
I wasn't.
He thought he was.
I was more upset because like I remember because I knew during my set I had something new I wanted to try, and I remember knowing like I can't do all anybody wants to hear me talk about is the fight now because I had blood on light blue jeans and shit.
Yeah, well, you can't get in a fist fight and then walk inside and be like, "Have you guys seen this new show?"
Yeah, I don't know.
What was the crowd's reaction to this altercation?
A lot of sadness. A lot of people were sad.
Really?
Yeah.
How'd you feel personally?
I personally was pretty happy. I was very happy because I knew for a long time I'd be able to make fun of Nate for beating up a retarded guy. I knew that.
I remember you saying you didn't think it was like you were like it was like your voice is deeper when you're angry. You thought I was somebody else.
Oh, that's right. I heard it. I remember hearing it, and it was like, oh, like him screaming.
Where my dog's at.
He immediately goes to DMX. Yes. Man, that was great. I forgot that guy's name. Don't say it. Tell me later.
Did I fought?
Yeah.
Right.
Don't say it.
Yeah. I won't say it now.
Oh, so this
Pretty
wasn't
funny.
the Queef.
No, it was
Nah,
not. Nobody
I thought you fought the Queef.
Nobody would
Nah,
put
I
hands.
would-
Heath the
I wouldn't fight
Queef
him.
again. Heath the Queef would fuck you up.
Heath the Queef will fuck you up. If he can beat me, he can definitely beat you.
Anyway,
So what's going on now? Now that you
Yeah.
fought your way out of Lancaster,
Nothing. Man.
where you at now?
I'm in Jersey City, just waiting for comedy to either die or come back, and then to just not move on. I like where I'm at.
Yeah. Nice.
In a
Yeah.
comfortable spot.
It's got to be crazy just waiting for like all the shit to come back.
Yeah.
yeah, I was even thinking about moving to Philly for like a year,
Yeah.
but I don't know.
I kind of want to
I
move
don't
back
know.
too, but I don't want to. I got a nice price on
Yeah.
my apartment out there, but it's nothing else out there for me other than,
Just
don't-
waiting for stand up.
Yeah.
There's nowhere to do stand up in New York right now.
Only outside.
Yeah.
That sucks.
Does suck.
Yeah.
I mean, it's better than nothing, but it's. I mean, I'm not on. It's not like I'm getting on those drones. Like
Sure.
I have a few things. I have my show that I do in Jersey City's coming back, and there's like a few spots I've done, but just waiting.
Yeah.
It was weird live cast. I mean, it was awesome, but it's definitely weird when you're not out. You don't go into like a crowd forever.
Yeah.
And you're just around like a couple hundred people, and
It is.
It was kind
It
of
is.
a mind fuck.
And then we
man.
fucked up. From now on,
And your crew was rocking masks. I'm sure.
entirely no. yeah. No, I mean, no more pictures. We got to take it easy on that.
Couldn't help
'Cause
it.
I know it's impossible not like you
See the
feel
dog-
bad
yeah.
not doing it.
You see the dogs, you're out.
yeah,
Well, the
everybody's
thing is,
excited.
well, dude, this is the problem I have right now. Is like, yeah, I definitely hear that. I was like smoking a joint, and someone was like, "Yo, let me hit that." And I was like, "Just
Yeah.
have you can have this, man. I'm not doing that." But, dude, I was looking up the COVID statistics, man. I don't know what the fuck's going on. 200,000 deaths. I think like I don't know. Don't quote me on it, but it was like 95,000 of them also had the flu or either the flu and or pneumonia. So that's like fucking half. Where it's like, all right, well that's a coin flip. What else
Yeah.
you got? What, dude? There was like 8,000 cases where people just had been poisoned and also had COVID. Like, oh shit, he had COVID too.
And that was like you knew that.
Yeah, they
information
fucking count
was-
that.
You knew that was like you found real information when you.
It was a CDC.
Oh, okay.
It's a fucking CDC's not. And then I went to look for it again before this podcast. To obviously, brush up on my stats.
You gotta get your
Couldn't
stats.
fucking find it.
You know what stat I got?
What you get?
This is my big stat.
It's a
I've
good
been
one,
pretty
too.
stoked on this stat. There's more millionaires than people who have tested positive for COVID in the United States. Like
think about
3
that.
to 1
That's
millionaires.
that's solid.
Pretty tight.
How many people tested positive in America?
We tested positive or died.
2 or 3 million?
So we have 6 million millionaires.
Actually, I got that wrong. We have 18 million millionaires.
That's awesome.
It's not even special anymore when you say it like that. though.
18
Yeah,
million
it's just- yeah.
millionaires. And also, that feels like that can't be right.
Well, they probably do
Yeah.
net worth, where they do like your house.
Oh, yeah.
If you had to sell your like but your wife's probably
Yeah.
worth like 500,000.
True.
Turn her out.
Depending on your wife.
How many kids?
True. Oh,
You sell your children. Children go
Yeah. True. Sex slavery. That's one of the biggest. I think.
slavery.
I wonder if they count like. I mean, if you have a technically, you could always sell your dog. So that's like $800 right there. Well,
Unless you got a purebred.
true.
Then at least 2,000, depending on the
Yeah.
dog.
Yeah.
So I wonder. Yeah, that's a pretty tight stat. 18 million millionaires.
I think I saw it. I think it was 18.6.
So we just have. I mean, whether COVID is big or not is irrelevant. We just have a ton of money. So
We
it's
have
like, who
so
cares?
much fucking bread,
Who
dude.
cares, dude? Who
Doesn't
gives a
matter.
fuck?
18.6 millionaires.
My brother was, he noticed it was actually pretty funny. He was like, it's really funny that all of a sudden all the people who eat like 4 donuts a day and drink Gatorade all day are like, I'm worried about my health. I think.
Yeah.
Does that
like-
mean millionaires aren't 1% anymore? I'm trying to do that math.
Millionaires, if it's 18.6 out of like 300.
Hell yeah. It's so nice the 1%'s growing.
Yeah.
I've been taking preventative measures for my health lately.
Yeah.
Grounding. It's my new thing.
What's
Grounding?
that?
Grounding, you just put your bare feet on the ground. The ground's full. The ground's full of negatively charged electrons. Dude,
Well, then Heath the Queef must be healthy as fuck.
he probably is. How do you think he survived that incident being trapped under a
freezing.
trailer? Yeah. So apparently, I've been reading about this. Apparently, so there's the ground has like an electrical charge. It's very low, but it has a ton of negative electrons, and your body typically has an abundance of positive electrons because you're separated from your feet. Don't ever touch the ground really, and you're constantly walking around electronics. And the guy who invented it would hook a little thing up to himself and take his like measure his internal electricity, like walk by a lamp, and it
Like
would,
Scientology.
what are you talking about?
They hook you up to something.
What's
They
that
read your
word?
body
The
electricity.
Cretans? Anyway.
Something like that.
What does
Crazy.
Scientology do?
They make you hold this like
Yeah.
box that like measures your mood or
electricity?
something.
Yeah.
Well, what happens is if you put your bare feet on the ground, the negative electrons, because anything electrical wants to balance. If you put it on a circuit, it wants to balance itself out. So the positively charged electrons are typically I think they're associated with like free radicals, which are the things that'll just go attack tissue in your body. It's like an autoimmune response. If you put your feet on the ground or anything, or you ground yourself out, if you lay on a pad that's going into like the little grounding hole and it goes through the wires into the grounding. Do you know about electricity at all?
No.
So when you put a panel in, you also you know the ground wire, you knock a stake into the ground and the panel goes out of ground wire and it's grounded. It goes into the stake. So if you put a grounding mat in the little grounding hole, you sit on it, your body electricity is grounded to whatever the rate is, and it balances your electrons, whatever the rate is of the earth. And they did studies, and apparently it takes down inflammation, all kinds of shit.
How long have you been doing it?
Just started.
Like today?
No, like a week. So I'm gonna get the pad. I only have
just need a
access.
pad.
I go to the park right now. I go to the park. I heard my basement floor is okay. It's not ideal, obviously, but it is cement on dirt. So
You got to go barefoot in these
I go barefoot in the park, dude.
North Philly parks.
That's what I do. Well, I mean, I go over to like Sedgley,
Nice.
put my bare feet on the ground, just chill. It's pretty tight.
That is
stand
nice.
there.
Just stand there.
I was
Dude,
walking
your
bare
feet
feet in the
tingle. I
grass.
swear to God, your feet tingle.
I was walking bare feet in the grass this
When?
week. I vividly remember back home. I
I
was,
was gonna say, you
excited
seemed
about
like you had an abundance of negatively charged electrons.
Thank you.
I was gonna
I
say.
was hoping you would notice.
Well, dude, they say it helps people. They'll have like arthritis and stuff, and you sit there, or you get grounded out, and it just starts to go away. But because you're constantly storing all of these weird electrical interferences that just come in your body, and if you touch the ground, they just go boom, and it balances it out to where you're supposed to be.
You
Pretty
feel
tight.
a difference?
Fuck, I mean, just my feet tingle when they're on the ground, so But I'm really in tune with like nature and stuff. So
Yeah.
that is what it is.
That could also be pre-diabetes. Could be it's one of those. It could be the electricity.
Diabetes is an autoimmune disease, so I'm probably beating it right now.
Probably destroying it with
Free electrons.
feet on the grass.
Yeah, dude, I'm telling you, look into it.
I'm not going to, but I do believe you.
It's pretty tight.
And I like walking barefoot regardless.
It's that
Yeah.
you can't lose. It's a $40 investment, and if you're wrong,
Walking
the
barefoot
placebo
is
effect.
Disgusting.
Walking barefoot in grass is very nice.
It's disgusting.
It's,
Very
the worst
it's
especially
thing.
offensive to
lush-
the black community.
lush
to walk
high
barefoot.
grass.
Black people have this crazy thing against walking barefoot.
It's dirty. It's dirty.
All right, if you want to be separated from your natural electrical environment, go ahead.
It's totally fine.
It's not totally fine. I don't like how okay you guys are with it.
With feet in the grass.
Just
Feet in your grass. In the front. Oh
What's-
my God.
what's gonna
You're not
happen?
getting dirty
Civilization
feet. You're not getting dirty feet if your feet are in the grass. Lush front yard like the way my dad maintains, please.
Yeah, I've noticed that. I came out with my ex-wife to meet her dad, and I had my bare feet, and like her and her mom were like mortified. They're like, "Well, you can put some shoes on. He's gonna see you with your bare feet." And it was like, "Who the fuck cares?" And it was like highly offensive.
I remember being with my girl and she did it. She was just out barefoot walking. And I was like embarrassed in my soul. I was like, oh, I'm out here walking with a barefoot woman.
Oh, yeah.
You're saying that there's nothing hotter to me than a chick in her bare feet outside.
He's got a white lady.
Oh, there you go.
Well, I just tried to throw that out there and then not go any further.
She's a white bitch.
Yeah, white ladies love. You gotta let.
Instantly,
I just sat up.
Relax.
I wasn't.
You gotta let.
But
If you have a white lady, you have to let her bare feet touch the ground, and then she'll go inside and write an Instagram post like this long. Just let her do it. She needs it.
Do you have live, laugh, love cursive in your apartment?
Nah, man, my apartment's black as shit. I got it. just so if my family comes, I'm like, no, she's a good one. Like that's how it
Yeah.
is. So
What do you
like,
have in your apartment that makes it black as shit?
I can't think of the name of the.
Other people's stuff?
Mayor's pissed.
Mayor's pissed. Shut up, Lemaire. Lemaire was pissed. You see him?
Lemaire used to live. Lemaire lived with
I'm
us for
not
years.
pissy,
He's been there.
What do you?
I have I don't know. You know the painting of that like black Concorde that's in the
Yes.
the museum over
Yeah,
there?
the Moor.
That
thing fucking rules.
Yeah, I got that on
In the Philly Museum. Have you ever seen that
Yeah,
painting?
never seen it, no.
Oh, I was in there the first time I went to the museum. That painting stuck with me. I was like, damn, how is this not everywhere? If I
Yeah.
was a black dude, this would be
cool as shit.
I mean, that's like a painting of like Napoleon for us. That
Yeah.
shit rules.
He just went, I think, through Spain, just like
Yeah, he's a Moor
fucked people
fucking
up.
people up. I think
Yeah.
he's in like an all white thing with like a sword.
Yeah.
Yeah, that shit rules.
That kind of does kind of rule.
Yeah.
I got that.
It made him a little blacker than I would have liked, but that's fine.
So you have a
I
mass
think
murderer.
the Moors were a little more North African Arabic, but that's fine. That's
You
fine.
think they claimed him?
That's fine. That's fine. They did. They certainly did in that painting, but that's fine. That's fine. That's fine.
That's all y'all do is claim other whites.
Like who? Jesus. Who?
For the
Jesus?
record, Jesus was blonde hair, blue eyes. That's why they killed him.
Yeah, they're like, freak, get him out of here. And the way they discovered him, there was dancing at the Last Supper. And Jesus was out of tune, and they're like, what the fuck? He's not one of us. Yeah, all the apostles were black.
Just not Jesus. They were just following.
They were following the great white leader.
So what did you else have? You have the Moor.
I have the more. Then it just gets nerd black, like pop figures of like from Coming to America and shit like that. And that's
Gotcha.
it. It's not that. It's not that. I don't decorate. It's just
Yeah.
walls, a dope picture, and that's it.
Damn, so what? You're stifling this chick from putting up like scented wood chips and
Pumpkin.
Yeah,
shit.
she put up a picture of her family. I just threw it at the wall. just like these white old people. No,
That's actually fair. That's actually fair. I'll give you
True.
that. You don't want to wake up and see that every day.
Just like thinking about the times they said nigga in the past.
Yeah. That'd be like if somebody put up like a Dallas Cowboys fat head in my room. I'm like, oh, that's the team I hate. Get rid of them.
Yeah, Brittany definitely took control of our house and black arted out.
I noticed
big
some
time,
black art
dude.
in there
Yeah.
when I got in there.
It's strictly black art.
I was excited about that. It
pretty
made
tight.
me happy that you had black. He has like chicks with afros.
Yeah, it's like
Paintings.
power. It's like an airbrush of like a power,
Yeah.
like holding up the power fist,
Yeah.
afros.
You have
So like, yeah, Brittany decked it out. Yeah.
you have to, so when your family comes over, they're like, oh, they didn't turn. They're still like one of us.
Yeah, I might throw up like an airbrush of David Duke.
Yeah. Well, you
throw
just
them
have to
off.
have the reverse paintings.
No, I was gonna put like George Bush.
Yeah. Get one of
like
just,
George Herbert Walker.
just have one of those like above the couch. And
Oh,
just,
you can
like
flip
a
it?
presidential. Pick a portrait of him.
David Duke is only famous to white people. Like I don't know what he looks like. Like I know
don't
the
know.
name
I don't know
now.
what he
I just know
like.
the name.
Oh, all right.
The
Then I
name's
guess
name's
that's
just funny.
Sydney called me the other day, just kind of not like defending David Duke, but he's like, I mean, he's got a right to it. Sydney's when he like opposes
Sydney's-
thing, it's so fun. When he goes contrarian on this thing, it's so funny. He was like, look, man, David Duke, you know, I forget what he was saying, but it was so fucking funny.
Yeah, you do have to have the reverse
True.
paintings.
Yeah.
For white people, it's like Kincaid paintings.
What's Kincaid?
They're like those cozy looking, like it's like a picture of like a cabin
Yeah,
with
yeah,
like
yeah.
smoke coming out of it in the
no,
woods.
That's pretty nice.
I think it's the top selling artist of all time.
Really?
It's Thomas Kincaid.
Who's the guy who paints like the whales and shit? That's what I'm into. Remember on like the folders? There was a guy who strictly painted whales.
Folders of like whales, unicorns.
Yeah, that's a guy. There's a guy who does that.
Damn.
He has a store in California where he sells like the real
binders.
paintings of what
Wow.
originally you would find on a binder. But you can go buy one of those and just have like a sick shot of like a killer whale with like a couple dolphins.
True. Like moonlight in like a purple sea. Yeah. Fuck, that would be nice. I think both races would agree on that.
I think so.
Yeah. That would
As
feel
if
good
there's
for
only
everybody.
two.
Some killer whales.
That's the way.
Sorry, Noah. Forgot to check the other box.
Yeah.
Did you check other on your census?
I'm not filling out the census.
You better fill out the census,
What?
dude.
Fuck no, dude.
All right, no.
What are you?
What are you?
Yeah, I can ask that. It's okay.
Yeah, I know.
I am Irish and Italian and Native American.
Take
That
that.
last one. What do
Take
you think of
that,
last
baby.
one?
I was wondering where the tint came from. Like, you had nothing about you. I thought you were.
That's Italian.
That's Italian?
Could be.
Okay.
He's a Ginzo, dude.
You know, I believe it took me a while to realize.
Ginzo
I didn't even realize Italians could look like that until what's the boy? I forget his name. Anthony in New York.
Wiener? Anthony Wiener?
Nah,
Oh,
comedian.
DeVito.
Anthony DeVito. I did
yeah.
something with him like in Allentown or something like early, and I just until like the end of his set, I thought he was Middle Eastern, and then he just was like, I'm Italian. I just
God damn it.
Yeah.
changed my life.
Yeah, a lot of Italians come off like Noah. But, you
Southern Italy had a.
Actually,
where
the
my
Moors,
thousands
the
of
Moors
years.
attacked.
Isn't that where my
Yeah.
man ran through?
Yep.
Yeah, Southern Italy's always had a long history of trade throughout the Arabic and Mediterranean world. So, yeah, you run into a lot of Noahs floating around where us true crusaders would come down and be like, what are you? Be like, I am one of you. I am a Catholico. Please, no. And we'd say, all right, show us where the Muslims are. And then we'd get on a boat.
What are you?
What the hell are you? I came here from England. I'm pissed.
Let me see your sword. All right, you're cool.
Sweet. That's actually a pretty sweet sword.
It must have been a lot of sword talk. It must have been like 80% sword talk back then.
Yeah.
Just not. It was totally
How
not
cool would it be
weird
to
and
have a
nerdy to have a
sick
sword in your
fucking
house.
Yeah.
That was someone came in. You're like, get my sword. And you're like, Jesus fucking Christ. They're like 18 pounds.
Yeah.
Or just having an old dull sword and you just hit somebody with it and like, ah, fucking God damn it.
Shatters their
Yeah, I
ribs.
mean, if I can't keep a kitchen knife, I'm sure like the sword that was in somebody's family eventually got kind of dull and
Yeah.
buttery.
Somebody got lazy with their sword. And
Yeah,
like, fuck. As soon as somebody tries to break in.
He had like a shitty dad. He didn't sharpen his sword. And you're like, what the fuck?
Man. Having a sword fight. Someone breaks into your house in the middle of the night.
Oh.
And then they just slow kill you with your own dull sword.
I mean, also, you know for sure, without a shadow of a doubt, they were raping your wife.
Oh,
You're
yeah.
like, as there's no like, oh, maybe he just
You
wants the
were-
money. He was like, no, this guy is gonna rape everybody. As you're like, the sword's going in, you're like doing one of the things where you're holding it from your chest, and you're like,
Yeah. You're doing the Saving Private Ryan.
oh yeah,
Where
yeah.
he's like starts to get stabbed. You're like, no. Shh, 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 shh. Just into your chest, and then you probably can still be alive and listen to
Yeah.
whatever heinous act he
Yeah, you
broke
definitely
into your
have a
house
few more
for.
He just eats your one daughter and rapes your wife. And you're like, ah, fuck.
That's
There were hard times back then, dude.
hard times.
It's harsh. This was the harshest of times. That one must have sucked, dude.
You ever get bugged out thinking about how like similar that people in the world still live? Like not with swords and shit, but that same existence of just any moment somebody come in here and fuck my shit up.
For sure.
You're talking about like right in like today?
Yeah, not in America, but you know other parts of the world. Like I don't know. Sometimes I get bugged out.
Guess a
thinking about
country.
that. Huh?
I want to hear you imagine what countries you think suck.
No.
Please.
No.
I can't wait. You'll be like, fucking France. I just want to hear what country. Name a country you think sucks.
Germany.
No, really. Germany's like better than ours.
Come on. Not in front of the flag, man.
True.
No.
True that.
Standard of
Jesus,
it.
come on, bro.
Azerbaijan, great pool. Lemaire,
Yeah, thank
great
you.
pool.
Thank you, man.
Now, where is it?
It's near
You don't
Georgia,
know where it
which
is.
is near Russia.
Damn.
Lemaire. Big time.
I'm not a big geography man.
Lemaire studying the news this week. That's big.
Are they going through something?
Azerbaijan's getting rowdy right now.
they fighting
That's they're trying to do a genocide over there, ain't they? Is that place?
Try
Probably.
not to.
I think they always are. I think
Yeah,
every
well,
one of those, like Dagestan, all those places.
Get a genocide going every now and again.
That area of Russia and all those states are just.
I learned
Happens a
about
lot.
that from an Instagram girl twerking. Like she had a twerk video up, but under it had like the information about
Of Azerbaijan
Yeah,
and I think
and I was like, brilliant.
Armenians.
I would have never known if it
Really?
wasn't for this combo. Yeah.
Also, you're just looking at her ass. It's not like you're gonna go over there and stop it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're like, nice.
It's just like being a whore and being like, look, I'm doing something good. It's like, nah,
She was
you
trying to
know.
get tweets going. Like, so you know what? For you, she
Yeah,
was trying to get
true.
her to start White Knight. And
She was kind of double dipping there with an ass and a cause. They're
Yeah.
equally
Yeah.
appealing. It's like
yeah. I like the strategy behind it. It got me. It works.
just a bunch of guys who would
You're a
have
bit
been
of a, I
like,
forgot he was an old horny dog.
"You're an old horn dog."
Hey, man, I've been in a relationship too long. It just
Yeah, he came in here immediately. The first thing he said was, "This is where Dog Girl sat."
True.
I'm very happy about it. It's the best part of being here. Is knowing I'm sitting where Dog Girl sat.
You're a Dog Girl simp.
Not a simp, but a fan. definitely a fan. I definitely like what she's putting out there in the world.
I'm not a big fan, honestly. I mean, I
Really?
like Dog Girl's great, but you know,
I don't
I'm
want.
trying
I
to-
don't want to throw dirt on her name.
I like Dog Girl. I like her as a
Yeah.
person. I
do
you know,
too. Dog Girl's
She was actually very nice,
just a sweetheart.
but we could do with less porn.
Up to no good.
We could do with less porn.
Up to no
So you
good.
could do with less porn?
Yeah.
Oh, you mean people in general?
Yeah, we
Yeah,
could,
yeah,
we could,
no,
knock, we
I-
could knock it off big. I was off the porn for like, fuck, man. Dude, I didn't jerk off in the hotel room at all.
Neither did I. Yeah, we.
Why is that an accomplishment? Y'all was together.
Yeah.
Or,
Well, we spent a lot of time apart. He would hang out and party all night, and I would sit there and wonder what time he's coming home. If I could jerk off.
If you
And
had
I
time
went
to
to
get
bed.
one off.
Yeah, but I was like, yeah, I don't want it that bad.
Oh, and just the. Just the. Oh, if I would have caught you.
Just getting busted, dude. That would
Oh, if I would have busted you, J&O, in the hotel, would have made me so happy. I've cockblocked Lemaire. Lemaire was going to jerk off the first night.
Oh, you're probably
He was definitely going to jerk off.
yo, y'all, you can't go a day? Is that?
Yeah, I can go a day easily. I didn't even think about it.
I have a record, 45 days.
45 days.
45 days.
Nothing?
I had a tracker, nothing, no porn, no. But when I broke. It was like,
What'd you break
it was
on?
a busy day. What?
What'd you break on?
How busy with that?
I don't. I mean, it wasn't that busy. Like it wasn't really busy. But I don't remember what I broke on. That wasn't my mental. It was just.
Oh, you
Why?
didn't give the 45-day nut to somebody else.
Oh, I mean, I was fucking. I'm in a relationship. It's not the same.
So you're a sophomore. So you just did no porn for 45
Yeah,
days.
yeah, but it makes a difference. It makes a
It
difference
does.
up here.
It does.
How so? Were you just less horny?
Nah, I was way more horny. It felt bad how horny you get when you're not
Yeah.
jerking off and watching porn. Like
Yeah.
you just see it like a fat ass in the street and you
Oh,
just like,
I know it's a.
my bad.
Sorry, you're excited about fat asses.
Yeah, I'm riled up.
We were walking around the mall and it's just like
Mm-hmm.
at the mall,
Yeah.
black people mall. Sorry. Pardon me.
What was the black people ball?
No,
Black people mall
it's
is
from
just
a
some
sketch.
fucking $1 million extreme.
Oh.
But it goes back to that like Patrice joke of like seeing a woman and just being like, like
Yeah.
she has no idea that you're just. Literally, I would just look at women and be like, ugh. Even if, and then if they talk to me, I would be like, hey, how are you? But in my head, I was like,
Yeah, it's like I don't get if I stay off the porn, I won't get that, and then like I'll just be watching. I know I'm really horny. I'll be watching. I think we were watching. I was watching Solo, the Han Solo movie the other day.
Shit
First of all,
stunk.
dude, why is everyone saying it stunk? That was good. I'm not all the way done. It I mean obviously I probably know what happens at the end. It was decent. Apparently, I think it was Donald Glover's character. They came out after the fact and like he's pansexual, right? To try to get
what,
some
Lando?
to try to get some like hype around the character. And I think the other actor was just like, will you guys just accept the
They're
fact
trying to make Lando.
he's pan? He's pan.
What's that? Spy?
It's like super bi. It's like you're pansexual just means you're not like, you don't fuck guys because you're gay. You just fuck guys because you like to fuck everyone. Look up pansexual.
It is.
I think it's they wanna
you'd be
fuck
down to fuck
everything.
anything, really. So he'd fuck like the aliens and shit.
Yeah, that's the whole point. He fucks like the
If
robots.
I was in Star Wars, there's some aliens that could get it.
Well, that was down for sure. I mean, his robot was
Some
kind
droids?
of hot. Huh?
Some droids.
Oh, yeah, that was the thing. Apparently,
Yeah.
he was kind of like fingering his robot.
Is that like a
L3.
female C-3PO?
Ooh.
Like C-3PO with tits?
Is there? Oh, there
Or
is.
am I thinking of Spaceballs.
But yeah, that, one of the other actors that came out against it was like, what the fuck? What are you guys doing?
Well, I'd be pissed if like they made a movie like 20 years later and Lando's what's that? Carl Weathers?
Yeah.
Well, there was
Is that Creed? No, it's the same.
Billy D.
no,
Williams.
Billy D. Williams. Yeah,
Billy D.
Colt 40.
Williams.
Yeah. Yeah, Colt 45. Billy D. He did two characters, Lando, and then a Colt 45 commercial. Yeah, of course, dude. Billy D. Williams is gonna be pissed.
Yeah.
That's like touching. That's suicide by black dude.
True.
If you're like, oh yeah, that character was gay the whole time. He's like, motherfucker.
But wait, Billy D. Williams is from that time. He's from like the 70s, and he's like one of those free love guys. I can see him being like pansexual.
Dude, Lemaire,
How dare you.
watch your mouth, dude, about Billy D.
Yeah, come on, man.
Yeah.
Come on, man. You know that's not the case. The 70s black just out there? No.
Yeah, man. Especially not hawking Colt 45, dude.
Yeah.
You guys know Richard Pryor was gay, right?
Yes.
Yeah,
everybody knows
Very
Yeah,
gay.
so that's the 70s.
So
He
just
was
there
a-
was one you know one gay black guy from the 70s?
Paul Mooney, two.
The same crew.
Yeah, those two probably fucked.
Dude, did I talk about that? Where I watched the roast of Paul Mooney, or was it the roast of Richard Pryor, where he like outs Paul Mooney?
Yeah.
It's fucking incredible. So it's on the panel. Paul Mooney's sitting next to him. He's like, "I want you to know, Paul's a faggot." And like everyone's like, and he's like, "We all know you're a faggot. You've been a faggot, and Paul knows I'm a faggot." He's like, "And I want to say it before he says it." It's very funny.
Damn.
Yeah.
How'd the Moon Man take it?
Everybody was laughing, but I think Mooney was a little like, man, why would you out me?
Yeah, that'd be tough on national television.
It wasn't. It couldn't have been.
Yeah,
It couldn't have been national television. Not for the language, but they were black.
Right.
No, but national. No, they wouldn't have put that on. I think it was like private.
Really?
I don't think it was aired. It's on YouTube.
just
Though.
some old
The
YouTube.
footage is on YouTube. I think
Damn.
it was supposed to be private. And now it's,
Is that a private roast?
now he's out there. Yeah.
Yeah, people do that still.
Yeah.
Like in little scenes. You see them and you're just like, who gives a fuck? But
Yeah.
Yeah, man. Hell yeah.
Tight. What else is going on? What do we got? What's on the record?
I don't know. Right now, all I have
Last
is...
night I
What do you have?
farted Phil awake.
Did you really?
Yeah, he fell asleep watching the football game. I took my camera out, filmed him from across the room, and farted as loud as I could. Every once in a while, we'll just be watching TV. He's like, just starts hitting that snore. If you fart loud enough, you can wake him up. He goes, he gets mad.
That's such a horrible thing to wake up to.
Yeah, just a loud fart.
What did he say when he woke up?
Why would you do that? That's exactly what he said. He woke up and goes, "Why would you do that?" Actually, I have it on camera. You talk for a second.
My dad gets really butthurt if you fart. He'll fart and it's like whatever. If you fart in front of him, he's like, "Come on, man, have some respect. Come on, knock it off. Come on."
that bothers him. He's not that old
Pisses him
school,
off.
just like
Doesn't
ripping
like
guy.
it. He'll fart. No, he'll fart and it's like it's hilarious. But if anyone else does it, he's like,
He's like, not in my space.
Come on, man. What the
He's
hell?
real alpha about his
yeah,
farts.
he is. He's real alpha about the house, and he's like, "Yo, come on, man.
Oh, you got here.
You're supposed to be doing it at the dinner table."
How close were you to him?
Across the room.
I still woke him up.
Oh yeah. Well, I had the remote, so I muted the game, which I was worried was gonna wake him up. But you can hear the intensity.
Yeah.
Why would you
He
do
almost
that?
sounds like John Malkovich there. Why would you do that?
Why would you do that?
Oh,
Pretty great.
fuck, dude. Coming out of a slumber, coming out of like stage 2 REM sleep and be like, why would you fart like that? Fuck, dude. I had fucked up. Speaking of sleep, I had fucked up dreams last night.
What were you dreaming about?
So, first of all, I did so I was doing, me and my friend were doing this like bet of like who could lose more weight within like 2 weeks. And, we had like $50 on the line, a couple other people. It was fun, actually. Won pretty tight. Or my team won. But yeah, so I like, this morning
In a
was
dream or real life?
No, we did this in real life.
Oh, okay.
So this this morning was the weigh-in, so I was like, all right, I went
nice.
for a run last night, and then I didn't eat dinner. I just totally fasted, skipped dinner. I
Gotcha.
don't know if you ever went for a run and just didn't eat for like 12
Oh,
hours.
you must have been so hungry.
Holy dude, I woke. So I started having dreams that I like broke my dog's neck.
That don't sound like that's because you ain't eat, man.
Yeah, you have been. Was it Jackson?
No, it was Matilda.
Wow.
Yeah, I've been pissed at Jackson, but it was just like Matilda was running around. I was like, I gotta stop her, and just like picked her up and just like slamming her on the concrete, and just like broke her head, like broke her skull, and like her neck cracked. And I was like, oh fuck, dude, that sucks. And then like I looked in Brittany's phone and she was cheating on me, and I was like, and I woke up and I was like, oh, I gotta make some peanut butter rice cakes. I was like, no, we have to win. And yeah, I fucking woke up and was like, my body was just eating itself last night. I woke up last night like concerned I was going to die. I was so hungry.
Yeah, that makes
I just
sense.
didn't eat for like 10 hours.
My girl's been fasting, so she's been trying to lose weight and shit, right? So I like to make her feel better, like not make her feel better, just being like complimentary yesterday. I thought I was being complimentary. I went up to her and just like held her titties like I was holding them for weight, and I'm like, you're getting skinny, like thinking that like I was saying your titties were lighter, you getting skinny, compliment, and she's just like, to her I just came up and was like, your tits are getting smaller, I don't like it, and she's like, I think still a little salty about it. I didn't think about it that way when I did it. I was like, a playful skinny joke. Nah.
Yeah, I mean, you can't.
True. I wonder if you're a white chick dating a black guy, like you got to keep your weight up.
True.
Like you're like, I don't want to lose my man.
Nah, you gotta stay in. It depends on who. Like if you can't get fat, because if you get too fat, then you're the like. See, no,
I told you I was just at the mall.
no,
right?
I know it's just that's a different type of like, dude, man. I'm trying not to say nigga here. Like I'm really trying hard.
No, we're trying to.
I know you are. I know you are. And I'm trying to hold it in. Just have people turn it up. Like, yeah, no. But you guys, if you get too fat, then your family's like, look at you, like out here with this fat one. But if you get like a nice white girl who doesn't,
I see.
Yeah,
I see.
It's kind of shameful.
Yeah.
It's shameful if you get like a fat white chick. They're like, come on.
You're like, oh,
They look at it
you
like-
got one that they didn't want.
Yeah, you're getting scraps.
Yeah.
But if she's skinny, you've got to.
But if so it's a good,
Not
like,
skinny,
you
but
can be
yes.
thick, but like not, just can't cross over.
I see.
You can be curvy, not chubby.
I've seen your lady. She's in no danger of being
Yeah,
that.
I wasn't saying she was.
No, I
just
know,
was,
but-
You said,
just trying to say
grab her titties.
it's
Her titties are
working.
small.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, Brittany will do stuff to me where she's like, I just want to like lose a little weight here, make this bigger, and I'm like, that's not a real thing. You're just gonna lose a bunch of weight or not. You can't like spot reduce certain parts of yourself.
I think you're wrong. I think you can. I think you put
Myth.
on one of them fucking things that the Instagram
Like a
ladies
girdle?
rock, the girdle.
Oh yeah,
tight.
that's a
Sweat it out.
no. There's
Some
no
squats.
spot. There's no spot reduction. You can't like reduce fat on one spot of your body. It's a myth. You have to lose it all, and that's what you're saying. You saw the girls in the Drexel gym; they do like 1,000 squats, so they just have muscle butts.
Yeah.
But muscle butts look good. Like
Muscle butts look
they
great.
don't got no shape. Like shape
Exactly.
to them when you hit it, but they look nice.
Yeah,
You can definitely parade it around town.
that's all you can do.
You can show your enemies.
Both
Say,
great
look at
things.
this ass.
It's got no jiggle, but they don't know that.
No.
That's
Yeah.
what half the battle is.
That's interesting. I thought it was kind of a celebrated thing if you were to bring home like a really big fat white chick.
What you about
It's
to say?
definitely not. I want to say, I think you might be right. You about me and my walls, because when you move too quick, I'm like, what the fuck are you thinking over there? It might have.
What are you talking about?
Because I said
What walls?
something, you did and I saw you did like a face cut, and your cheeks went up a little bit, and I'm like, what? Say it.
Nothing.
I can't help it. I don't know where that comes
What
from.
happened to
You
you?
think he's
I've
like
been like that.
PTSD'd you, or have you always
I was never mean to Nate.
This is all never. No, nah. You haven't been.
Did
You've
you get
always
fucked
been
with a lot growing up?
Nah, not really. Not in a way that it would be like a problem. No more than anybody.
Sure, sure.
I was thinking about that today. I hate to always talk, cancel culture and all that. Sucks talking about it all the time. But
What's the thing?
It's important to us. But I was thinking about those kids, those like cliques. They must have got bullied so bad.
Oh.
Like, because they're like mean now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, they're like mean, cruel people that are like fucking piece of shit. Fuck yeah. Like, just like out of nowhere.
Yeah, they wanted the president to die. I mean, our president was in danger in
And
a
our president
helicopter.
was just too jacked.
True. Well, thanks to the Regeneron, which he,
Regeneron
or whatever that cocktail was.
soup.
Yeah.
But yeah, I was thinking literally today while I was driving, I was like, man, they must have been just years, because I don't know what that's like to have been bullied like that, like in
Hold on to
school,
it
where you're like
into-
afraid to go to school because somebody's gonna be like, fucking.
It fucks you up for the rest of your life.
Yeah,
dude.
and then you move to New York, do stand up or whatever, get into like improv, and then just are pushed to the top, and then you're like fucking mean motherfucker, like you just cruel, beaten. I don't know.
No, that's
you know
the
what
thing.
I'm saying?
No, I'm telling you, that's the thing. I know people who got bullied hard, and it's like
Yeah.
they constantly have to stop themselves from trying. Like a lot of it is like this revenge mission people are on. You're not really aware of it, and then you'll like trigger a nerve in them, and they're just like, blah, and you're like, what the fuck is that?
Yeah.
Like, I always got fucked with, and it's like, holy shit, dude.
I feel that on people who you can tell like they go out their way to put their foot down on something that feels like it's not important. Like,
Yeah, Crick did that when we tried to when we stole the PlayStation from him.
Really?
When
Oh,
Crick,
that's a
he
pretty
stole his PlayStation.
we didn't steal his PlayStation. We kept it in the living room for everybody to play.
Yeah.
And by everybody, I mean me. 12 hours a day.
Y'all
But-
bullied him for it.
No, all right, that was it. We came back from Mike. It was me, McCusker, Six, and Wood. And we were like, yes, 2-on-2 NHL. When we get back to the house, we're going to fuck you up, talk shit the whole car ride. We get there, and Crick's playing fucking
Elder Scrolls.
Elder Scrolls.
Great game.
And we were like, he made us. We sat on the couches behind him, waiting for him to finish. At that point,
Well, that's
4-1. You got to be like,
Yeah,
all right, I'll stop.
All right,
He
yeah.
put his foot down on that and played as long as he could.
Oh, it's so fucking.
played,
funny.
like, played until people went to bed. I think.
All right.
I think he outlasted. It was a siege.
I wanted to be on his side because
No,
It was
But
just
he-
him
it was
running around
Dunkirk.
collecting.
it was a siege.
He would just like go in a cave, grab a scroll, filter through the school like a backpack,
Yeah.
go get another thing.
Oh,
We're
And
just
then
It's
he was
not a
like
fun
talking
game
to
to
villagers
watch.
and shit.
yeah, it's not a fun game
Oh.
to watch at all. I get it.
it's brutal.
Look, it's hot as hell in here. Where are we at time wise?
Nice. Let's get 4 more minutes.
Yeah, we keep
We got
keep
it
it pushing.
We got it in us.
Yeah,
dude.
but he outlasted us. Good for him though.
yeah, I mean, you definitely got to do like
I thought y'all put him out. That was the impression I always got is that
No.
he had no choice but to get out
What?
of there.
No,
Not like
but-
he got kicked out. Like he just was like
What,
'cause
out of our
Brendan's-
house?
Not like actually like you have to leave.
No, I
Brendan.
invited him to the house.
No,
I brought
kn-
him in.
I know that, but I always thought maybe all right.
I think he just was uncomfortable.
that's what I mean. Like
Yeah.
he was a different type of
Nobody
dude
was
than
mean
y'all.
to him. Other than Wood.
I wouldn't say mean. They had a genuine. They
Yeah.
had a genuine.
In
beef.
his defense, there was like a jacked guy with a mental disorder in the house that hated him. So at any moment, it could have gone south.
Yeah,
yeah, it
somebody was smashing his mugs or something like that.
That was the Woodman. But
Nah, y'all all used to fuck him. I forget who.
I never fucked with him.
Somebody. I'm saying somebody like it's not you. I remember you sent me a video of him just eating peanut butter out of a jar in a room. With,
Oh, yeah.
With
All right. Well, he's doing shit like that, walking around. Obviously,
Nutella crackers.
oh, that's right. Oh, when he was in the kitchen, standing by
In a
himself.
row.
Yeah,
Red
yeah,
row.
in a row.
Yes. So I'd be down there in the living room, and Crick would Barn Dog would come down and I'd see what he would eat. He ate like insane shit.
Yeah.
It'd be like for dinner, he would eat he would just take out Nutella and put it on like saltines.
He ate a lot of Nutella for
and just stand he wouldn't sit to eat. He would stand in the kitchen. It was weird. It
In
was,
a robe and slippers.
Or he would
And
make
then
himself
not
like a
talk.
Sunday dinner.
and then not say hi or anything.
Yeah.
Like
you're a say hi every morning kind of dude.
yes.
sure.
If somebody walks into the room I'm in, I'm like, "What's up?"
Ah, all right.
And be like, "Hello," and keep walking.
Well, when we bad roommates, Lemaire, I never got a chance to we never really busted up about that.
No.
I thought,
No,
all right, all right.
Yeah, it's great. Yeah, that's the best
Mayor,
part of being
really?
Jersey.
Wow, sounded like there was a little tension.
Change
there.
your tune.
No, things were great.
There's no tension.
What was your biggest complaint about Lemaire as a roommate?
Rent was late.
Yes,
Yeah, that was an easy.
that
one.
was probably it. That was
Lemaire,
it.
what is your financial situation? I was trying to figure that out the other day.
Hey man, come on, man.
Come on, man. That is junk, dude. That's crap.
SOL.
That was an OL. That's yeah. He could have never known that was an OL. You can never know it's an OL when you ask about somebody's money until it's an OL. So like, how are you doing on money? And they're like, "Fuck you, you piece of shit." It's like,
It wasn't how you're doing it. It's how are you doing it?
I don't know.
how
man.
do you make money?
I don't. Well, when I was living with Nate, I was driving Lyft all the time. And
Gotcha,
like,
gotcha,
Yeah.
gotcha.
I did
was a school
that.
Photographer, yeah.
Remember that? I drove Uber for a day.
I used to
I was like, I'm not doing this.
I used to
ever
try to
again.
get you out there all the time. I'm
I
like,
know.
come on, man.
You'd be like, come on.
I
I'd
used
be
to do the
like,
same
I'm not
thing the other
doing
day.
this.
Like, yo, just go do it, man. Just get out there, get some.
No.
It's the worst.
I loved it.
done
I absolutely love driving
Nah.
Lyft. I would drive, my phone would ding. I'd be like, ooh, and I would go and pick people up. I thought it was addictive. I would go out and do it for hours.
You
I couldn't
built
stop.
for it.
Yeah, I loved it.
I got a jacket.
Just small talking everybody. And shit.
jacket?
I got a lift jacket.
Oh, yeah. You did a lot of
yeah.
it. He did do enough to get a
So
lift
much
jacket.
lift. Yeah.
I loved it.
I probably lost money on Uber. That was crazy that I even. But I think I was working a job at the time. I remember when I applied for it, I had a job already.
Just was bored.
Yeah, you did. You were
I mean, it was
in the
like
garage
Yeah.
someday. It was so funny
Pretty sick.
how little you showed up to that. The fact they didn't fire you, I was
They
like, this is
were,
amazing.
well, that's because they were giving me like $400 a week,
True.
maybe
money.
less. I think it was $300 a week,
It was less than,
and
yeah.
it was $300 a week, and it was actually there was some days where it was like 10, 12 hours. Like you'd just get stuck there.
Yeah.
Like you'd
How'd you
get there at
how'd
the
you
beginning.
get that job?
Because they hired me for the sales department
Right.
at this Toyota dealership. And I told him I couldn't sell cars. Like, I wasn't going to sell cars because I wasn't going to commit to those hours.
Yeah.
Because, like, you have to be there.
Sure, yeah.
So then they put me in the internet sales thing, which was cold calling. And I couldn't, never
Yeah.
sold one.
Yeah.
Never got one thing done. I was like, I'm not calling these people. I would sit at my desk.
They just let it rock.
No, they were like, we're going to have to get rid of you. And so the garage was like, we'll take him. He's funny.
And
No, they just moved me to I was decent there.
Customer service, right?
Yeah, the customers. I was the guy at the front desk at the garage.
Damn, that's awesome.
Except I didn't know shit about cars. So they'd ask me a question about what was wrong with their car. And I'd just be like, look, man.
that would have been a good segue if you failed. Like you, just the guy, just being funny at the.
Yeah, and then it got to the point where I would just show up when I showed up. Because I was like, you guys can fire me. I don't care. I'm not afraid of getting fired. As soon as you show you're not afraid of death, everybody's afraid to kill you.
Dude, that's what I thought. I remember because I figured that out too. I've like been at jobs where I don't give up. I've made it clear. Like the one lady
Yeah.
was like, you could get fired. I'm like, dude, I fantasize every day about getting fired.
Yeah,
from here.
please.
And they don't do it for some weird reason. And I tried that at my dog walking job, and dude, they called my bluff and fired me so fucking fast.
Oh, was
And I
the
like
dog
that job.
walking via like the phone, like an app?
No, I would go in person, grab my key. I talked to this lady. She was sending me up to her, actually, she was sending me to her own house through her company and paying me I have to drive all the way to Conshohocken for like $8, then drive
Yeah.
back. And I was like, dude, I'm not doing this. And she's like, well, it's my personal house. I'm like, you fucking bitch, you're the one sending me out here.
Ugh.
She knew exactly where I lived and where she was making me drive and how I was. It was like a Fridays at 6 p.m. I'd have to drive out to Conshohocken for $8 and then come back. And I was
It's like an hour.
and it'd be sitting in fucking traffic. It was
Yeah.
crazy. And I was like, dude, this is bullshit. And she's like, well, blah, blah, blah. And I was like, if I go to contract, I quit. I'm not going out. And she's like, all right, you're done. I was like, gosh, shit, God damn it. Fuck.
Oh.
Shit. I loved it, dude. It was $400 a week, and I would just walk dogs.
That's what I'm doing right now. Just get high and walk dogs.
Oh,
like,
it's the
just
fucking best, dude.
better.
I was going to sign up for that, and I knew.
Dude, dog walking
Zero
rules.
chance. It was like the thing I signed up for was almost like an Uber app type thing
Wag.
where yeah. And I started to fill it out, and I was like, I'll literally never do this.
Well, that's the thing with
Like, if
dogs.
I got a notification for it, I'd just be like, nah, I can't. Yeah, I can't right now. I'm dinner. It's almost dinner.
Well, with the dogs, I worked cash, like at the cash registers when I was younger, and I would steal, if I didn't like the manager, I would just start stealing as much money as I could from the cash register. But once, when I was serving dogs, I'd be like, I could probably do a 20-minute walk instead of a 30-minute walk, and I'd look at the dog, and I'm like,
feel
I can't
bad.
do you like that, man. I'd be- yeah, I'd be like, I was so honest with the dogs. I would hate, there'd be owners that I would hate, but I'm like, I gotta have this guy. I
Yeah,
had
you've
to
always
get
been a
this
big
guy.
dog guy.
Yeah, man. I would get him out of the cage, and I'm like, let's go, bud. I would give them full walks, dude. And sometimes a little extra. I love that job, man. That was so
That
fun.
is a good job, actually.
I didn't realize I was a dog guy like I am until I started walking.
Have you ever had any aggressive dogs that, when you came in, they weren't really...
Yeah, I got a German Shepherd that will attack everything. Like even when I first started, he bit at my beard.
Damn.
But I didn't flinch, and I guess he was like, all right, I see, and that was it. Like, but he's for real.
Damn, dude.
They don't like.
He got up to your beard?
Yeah.
You didn't flinch? That's physically impossible.
That's
Darwin used to stand in front of a snake in a glass box, and he would test that out, and every single time he couldn't not flinch.
I think it was because the woman who took me in there to meet the dog, she was like, he might act up, just don't don't act scared or he'll get worse.
So if he bites at your face, stand still.
Look, I probably should have flinched, but I just at that time.
Damn.
But he's an absolute monster. Like I fuck with him. I'm saying it like but if he was here right now, he'd be like, "What the fuck are you looking at, Shane? Just like you making this eye contact with me? I can't turn it off.
Insanity.
I know it is. It's weird."
But yeah, dude, I had a couple. It was funny because I would go in with pit bulls, and they're always so friendly. You go in their house, and they're just like, "Oh, what's up, dude?" And they're all excited. Fucking labs, dude. There's a lab that would bark and snarl at me every single time until I made it to its refrigerator. I'd have to be like, whoa, 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 whoa. Get to the refrigerator, bite and hit off a piece of hot dog, throw it to him, and he was just like, "Oh, okay."
All right, we're cool now.
Should have bring me? Why didn't you give me a hot dog before, dude? I would
instantly
change his tune. I'd walk him, come by the next day, and he'd be like, "Rah," and I'm like, "What the fuck, dude?" But yeah, it was pretty tight. I went in there like such a cock and was like, I can specifically work with aggressive breeds. I can handle kind of any kind of dog situation. They finally gave me one.
You had the Akita, bro.
Well, I had the Akita, so I figured I could do it.
You were like, I can handle.
Dude, walking in on an aggressive dog, I was shook. I was walking in just kind of like, whoa, maybe I'm not Cesar Millan. I thought I was. But yeah, I had the Akita, so I thought I was the man. And they gave me a couple. They're like, this dog's actually not that friendly.
Yours was a motherfucker, though.
Yeah, my dog was mean as fuck.
Yeah.
My dog bit like other dogs. It would hop the fence. It would hop my fence, run, bite other dogs, and come back. And I'd be like,
his dog.
His
dog. Yeah, that was a mean dog.
Mean,
a cool looking dog though.
Yeah, it was
really pretty dog. But yeah, the first time I met it, I like fucked with it and made eye contact with it, and it immediately was like,
and that was it. It was over for you,
dude. So when I had so when I was getting divorced, we had like a month. We had like 2 months.
Chuckle at that.
In my first marriage, we had 3.
So I was getting divorced, and
so I'm walking dogs. I'm getting divorced. This is like when things are going really well, and
killing it.
Yeah.
So I had.
Listen, anybody out there, it gets better.
100%.
All right.
100%.
We get a lot. I don't know about you. We get a lot of DMs that are like, "Shit's tough right now.
Yeah.
You guys help us." All that, like a lot of that. It's like, bro, we've been there.
You just keep it pushing.
I couldn't even Uber.
True.
I was out just sitting in a car.
Dude, I'm
not even gonna pick
I
these
brought in
people
my
up.
30th birthday on an air mattress in my brother's house after I didn't realize I was allergic to I think they had like a down mattress with all the feathers, so I got dust mites. So like I had like basically asthma from the dust mites. Brought it up to an air mattress. I remember laying there on my 30th birthday and being like, it's not so bad. Come on. Come on, it's not bad.
You had some nice air mattresses, though.
I did have some.
I do remember some of your air mattresses.
Well, what I used to do is I get a big air mattress, blow it up.
That's some nice air mattress.
I remember some very nice air mattresses.
I would get an air mattress, blow it up, the big one, and then I would buy a foam pad. Well, steal it from Target, and I would get a foam pad from Target. Put a foam pad on an air mattress, dude. It feels like a fucking sleep number, dude.
I don't know what you're nodding at.
Yeah, that's what I was just because did you share one?
Yeah, him and Jabri would just shatter this.
You can pimp out an air mattress. Tell him.
You can pimp out an air mattress. Yeah, you put a foam pad on it.
Come on, man.
Good pillows.
And then when it pops, you just put it back in the box and return it and get another one.
Basically, you ever see that highlight video like Shaq breaking backboards and like bringing down? You could put together a Lemaire and Jabri air mattress compilation that was just like boom shakalaka every time. Man,
dude, that's so fucking funny.
Waking up to just like
I wonder what the PSI was on those air mattresses.
Oh,
it's like
just waking up to just a literal sinking feeling.
Well, because it would V you guys right into each other.
Pigs in a blanket. Just pigs in a blanket. That thing, honestly, if you and Jabri were in the air mattress, both in your prime of fat, easily both ends of the air mattress would be off the ground. It would literally be off the ground. Those are some big
dogs. Just half pipe?
Absolute half pipe. Dude.
How did y'all start? Just like in the end?
No, they would go one at a time. You guys never you never shared an air mattress.
Somebody would take the couch, somebody would take an air mattress.
Gotcha.
Yeah, they can't. There's no air mattress.
It would just be a mushroom cloud.
It would be insane.
Oh, fuck.
But them colliding, there had to be some sort of physics involved, like one of those things on your desk. Just two dudes in an air mattress. Oh, man.
Oh, dude, so you're talking about the dog. So so it was like my marriage was disintegrated. So it was, That should be the quote of every air mattress. Be like, is your marriage disintegrating?
Are you not a 300-pound brother?
Are you refusing couples counseling? So I remember it was like I would bring the dog with me all the time, and I'd met Brittany after that. So like I brought the dog to Brittany's. I just fucking met Brittany, and so I'm like, yeah, this dog's really cool, likes me or whatever. But Akita's are really protective. So me and Brittany were sleeping in a bed, and I woke up in the middle of the night, and the dog's name was Simone, which is funny. It was named after my ex-girlfriend, which is hilarious. My ex-wife was like, "Isn't her name Simone?" And I was like, "Why'd you name your dog that?" And it was named out. Yeah, it was bizarre. But it's
a strong move, though.
Kind of tight, yeah.
If you ever find out who your girl was dating before his name, name the dog that. And then
pretty tight.
Just fucking hold it down in front of her.
Listen, motherfucker. That's actually a tight move.
Brad. Diplo. This is my dog, Diplo. Fucking piece of shit.
No, we leave him outside all the time. But yeah,
He's an alley dog.
I woke up and Simone, the dog, was right in Brittany's, like inches from Brittany's face, just like staring at her. And I was like, Brittany, don't move. I thought she was gonna bite her.
Good God.
That's how protective they are. They were like, what the fuck is this? It was so fucking funny. And then her roommate tried to come in, and she like completely chased.
Yeah, weren't you saying they were the samurai dogs?
Yeah,
Akitas?
They're the official dogs of samurai.
Sick.
Pretty tight, yeah.
It's kind of dope.
Yeah.
What was it? Fuck, was it Pitbulls? I forget what it was.
Pit bulls used to guard.
No, I forget the Roman Empire's dog. I just remembered it.
Cane Corso.
Might have been the King Corsos, which
It was.
fucking rules.
It was Huskies.
Well, they used to use Cane Corsos in battles.
It was Huskies.
It was not Huskies.
It was definitely Huskies.
Romans,
you
dude.
buffoon.
It was Huskies.
I'll bet you
It was
any amount of money.
Siberian Huskies.
For the
Do you know,
Romans.
first off,
for
do
the
you know where
Romans.
Siberia is compared to the Roman Empire?
Yes, I do, Shane.
They
Dude,
never went
it was
over
Cane
there.
Corsos were used in battle, and I think Pit bulls came a little later.
It was something, King Corsos, and then
Malamutes.
the Roman dog was like a...
It was Malamutes.
Look it up. Definitely not Malamute. They're the Spitz family.
I just
dude.
was looking at it. It might have been King Corso.
It was
I
King. They
just looking
used
at it.
Cane Corsos in battle. I think pit bulls used to sit and babysit the kids, because pit bulls will sit and just kind of like just sit idly around the kids.
And ate them.
It might have been golden retrievers. Now that we're going.
No, they're recent.
That's racist. First of all, just assume.
Golden retrievers are...
I know what you're doing.
The war dog for the whites. Just a friendly
True.
golden retriever. You send them up
True.
front.
That's the top dog of being like, I don't know why he barks at you. He doesn't bark at black
Yeah.
people usually. Golden retrievers top
Anyway,
quality.
this-
They only bark at black
This
people.
is our land.
And they're friendly to everyone. To everyone else, they're the sweetest dog. But
Yeah.
And they were... Yeah, golden retrievers were the last, like, 150 years.
Were they really?
Yeah, they're recent.
They're one of my least. I think they're one of my.
I'm not a
least
big
favorite.
fan. I used to
No,
really like them. I don't like the long-haired ones. I don't
Yeah.
like long hair on a dog.
Me either.
Nomad
it's
Goose.
a mess.
No, I don't
Yeah,
like it.
they're good for like if you have a hate has no home here, but you still want to kind of be like,
We're still pretty white. Yo, speaking of, I forgot to mention the census. To see if it still says Negro on it,
does it really?
because it definitely did in 2010.
I don't think it. I don't think it does. Oh, and the dog is King Corso.
Nice.
Knew it.
Knew it. What?
Huh?
I called Cane Corso, dude. I actually have an extensive hit, dog.
I actually
knowledge.
brought that up on a very recent episode.
Did
It
you
was
really?
King Corso.
Yeah. It's
Yeah.
Cane Corso.
Um,
But you claiming that you knew that and I didn't?
I did literally bring it up on a episode recently.
known that for like 10
As soon as
years.
yeah,
I've known
maybe
it
you
for
did.
like
Maybe when I brought
15.
it up, you were like, oh yeah.
I think you're
definitely
both
for sure.
wrong.
Probably.
Actively. I think you're both actively wrong.
But 2010 census, I saw it on the local news. I was watching it at my parents' house, and it was like, make sure you fill out your census. And they were showing an old census, like just B-roll footage, and it was like white, Hispanic, black, or Negro, other. It's like,
think that was
man,
a
they're
Spanish
still tossing
translation?
that in?
You think that was like for the Spanish translation?
No, because Hispanic was right above that.
True.
Non-white Hispanic was right above that.
Yeah.
It literally just was like, here's another way to say it
True, yeah.
on the census.
Take your choice, basically.
Pretty intense.
Dealer's choice. 2010, I don't think anyone was
2010.
really...
Yeah,
yeah.
well, it was just.
It still says it today.
Wait, what year is that? All right.
There's no way.
There's no way it still says it.
If that's the case, I'm pissed I blew off that census worker.
2020 called it.
Yeah, so it's February 6, 2020, and it's from like Chicago.
And it says, how's it describe it?
White, black, African, Am, or Negro.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nice. Well, there's still some gentlemen out there that like
that
the
identify
yeah.
themselves as that.
That's what I would go by.
It's not worth. That's not worth the fight. You got to pick and choose your battles, man.
It's not like you guys are the ones doing it. We're talking about white people complaining to get rid of that.
Well, that's fair.
That seems like one black people would be like, all right, take it easy.
It's obviously not.
Well, I don't think black people are filling out censuses.
True. Well,
I don't think you guys are seeing.
That's a conspiracy. There's a conspiracy. I've talked about this before. There's a conspiracy in the black community that there's way more black people than the government tells people there are.
I kind of
True,
believe that.
because according to this, there's more millionaires than black people in America.
That's what I'm saying.
Now that
dude.
I found out there's 18.6 millionaires.
Exactly.
It's nuts.
It's Cash Money Records, dude. That's just golden retrievers having fun. Dude. That's just white people. All right, we got it's so hot in
here. Let's slide in the page.
Let's take a little break here. Slide into the Patreon.
Let's do it.
Thank you.
Oh, do you have anything?